Keeping you informed. This is In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS.
Hello and welcome back to another edition of In.form here on 101 Country WBDC and 18 WJTS. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and today we're talking about No Person Left Behind and their upcoming promo organization, upcoming event. We have Dave and Ian in the studio with us today. Welcome, guys. It is a pleasure to have you back.
Hey, good morning. Good to
be
here.
Fantastic. So, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into No Person Left Behind. Again, we're kind of missing one of our staples here. Steve is not able to come in today, which is A-okay. We've got the next best, I would imagine. But let's go ahead and talk about what No Person Left Behind is. It's relatively new to the area here, but it is a national effort. Does that sound about right?
It is.
Yes.
It's a national effort based out of Maryland, and it really focuses on disabled veterans and veterans who have disabilities from the service or wounded in combat.
Right. And so give us maybe a little bit of a summary or an idea of how efforts have gone here in Dubois County, because you guys were just telling us how this is your sixth event. Is that right?
It is. It's our sixth event total. Right now we do 2 events a year. We do a skeet shoot, memorial shoot, usually the week or two before Memorial Day, and we do that at Cool Springs, and that's sponsored by OFS Brands out of Huntingburg. And then we do this Memorial Deer Hunt, which honors Gold Star families locally. And Ian has been instrumental, him and his family, in putting this on at his property up in Dubois County.
Right. Can you tell us maybe a little bit about, what you've seen over the past few events that you've hosted? I mean, I think you were on last time, and you could tell it's very impactful for just your family and hopefully what the veterans are able to take along with them as well.
So it's ran by all local veterans. Local veterans who served in combat, most of them in Iraq and Afghanistan. And basically we bring in veterans, either like this year we have 5 hunters coming in. One's from Ohio, 3 are from Indiana, and one's from South Carolina. And they will arrive on Wednesday, December 10th. Mm-hmm. And basically what we do is we feed them. The guides take them out hunting on my property and fill freezers, and obviously trying to look for a trophy as well to take home. But it's built around camaraderie more than anything, more than hunting.
Right.
I think you had me in here in May, and that's kind of what I explained. I was expecting when I first started doing this more about hunting, and it actually isn't. It's about veterans helping veterans. And we have a lot of veterans out there local, nationally, that are hurting. And we're getting better, through No Person Left Behind, and our country is getting better just by being aware, having awareness. This is just a small event that helps not only the local veterans get together to put something on like this, but then bring veterans from outside of our county who aren't familiar, with our areas or have the opportunities to hunt like we do in this great county of Dubois. So it's a great event. It's all ran by local veterans,
That is something that, again, not every area has the ability to take advantage of, but through, Dave and his Dubois County Veterans Council and all the other veterans organizations here in just the county, the effort there is tremendous, and we can only hope that it continues to get better as, again, everyone just tries to put their best foot forward and try to provide veteran program for veterans, whether it's here locally or, wherever they might come from. And maybe one point that I want to maybe let everyone know as well is that you guys emphasize or try to get veterans to do outdoor activities, again, a lot of camaraderie, but also it helps those who are disabled as well. So the limitations there are, let's say the target audience there is a little bit different than what people might assume, right?
Right, it is. We do target disabled veterans. You must have a VA rating of 35% to maybe participate in some of these things. But all veterans can volunteer and be part of this. And again, like Ian was saying, the camaraderie that goes along with this, especially for men and women and we have a lot of combat veterans here. I mean, Ian and I were both fortunate enough to come through fairly unscathed with the Marine Corps fighting in combat throughout our careers. But there's a lot of veterans who don't have that support network or family support group or anything else. Ian is very he holds back for what he really puts into this. He opens up his family, his property, his house, his life, to people that he's never met, and brings them in, and we share that camaraderie of being veterans, and not all combat veterans, and even volunteers. You don't have to be a veteran to volunteer. I mean, to be involved with No Person Left Behind Outdoors, anybody can be involved in it, whether you donate monetarily, you donate your time, you come out and help. Say, you want to help run the barbecue, or you want to help us at our opening meal on the 10th. I mean, we really, focus on our Gold Star families. I mean, Eric Leakin, Alec Tuwiski, David Moore, all local veterans who were killed in combat, serving their country. So those Gold Star families are here. We honor those families. We honor them, and we just honor veterans in general in the whole area, because it's very veteran-centric, like you said. With the Veteran Council and everything else here in Dubois County, we're extremely fortunate.
Right. And, with that and with any effort that we try to do here in the local area, or again, national campaigns, there's always the idea of volunteering time, volunteering or donating financial benchmarks per se, or even donating things. So I would say first thing, if you're here, if you're listening or watching this now, NPLBOutdoors.org is a great place to start. However, as Dave said, it takes a lot of efforts, maybe financially or maybe with like actual food donations, to kick off that beginning meal that they have at the start of the event too, right?
It is. Ian, do you want to cover a little bit of that, how that runs?
Yeah, we have a memorial dinner. It's December 10th. We will be inviting the Gold Star families. There's about 45 to 50 people that will kick off this event. And our cooks, guides, everybody running it is a local veteran. We bring in those families. We do a prayer. There's a lot that goes into it, and then there's obviously social hour where we just sit and hang out. That's where the camaraderie starts. And then we hunt the next day on the 11th, and that'll be another dinner that we have. It's a little bit smaller. There will be, I think I got about 25 people that'll show up, and then Friday night there'll be local veterans that come, and then again that'll be about 45 to 50 people that show up Friday. We call it a veterans meal, where that's where we kind of sit down and we actually get to tell the stories and use verbiage that maybe not everybody understands, and I get a lot out of that night, probably more than the other nights, hanging out with 30, 40 local veterans and that have the same stories. That's where you don't really get to talk about that stuff with just anybody, because not that they can't put themselves in that situation, but you can use terms that they may not understand.
Absolutely. I mean, just if you were to put myself, who is not a veteran, in that circle, I would be very lost with whatever is going on. So again, it's not that you want to not include people, but these are your people. So being able to dedicate this time to come together like that's something special.
Yeah, we have a great time. It's a lot of work, but it's everybody who shows up, loves the outdoors, cooking, and everything else. So there's a lot to it, but we have a good time doing it.
It seems like, during a long day and everything, and if the weather's a little dicey like it can be during December deer hunts and stuff, and you're like, man, this day isn't going to end. But then when it's over, you're like, where'd the time go? We didn't get near as much as we wanted to get done, and our interactions with our fellow veterans and with the community. Again, that's where, we really get the outreach when we talk about mental health, and we talk about, just like mind, body, soul that we've started here in Dubois County, and that's permeating into the state and really bringing some attention to, PTSD and suicide prevention and awareness. And it's a community thing. It's not just for veterans. It's, community health, mental health, goes for all of us. And, if everybody's better, then that permeates into all walks of life, not just veterans.
Most definitely. I couldn't agree more. And again, for those who are like, how do I contribute? How do I, again, if you cannot donate your time, maybe you can donate some funds. It is a tax-deductible financial support for corporates or individuals. And of course, that's always greatly accepted. You can, again, visit the website NPLBOutdoors.org, locate the donate tab and look up Indiana Memorial Hunt. And of course, there's several options there. And then Dave, I would imagine if anyone sees one of the SILD Marines or maybe someone from the Veterans Council out and about and they would like to donate, is that something that they can do in person?
They can, and we would get it to the right person. You can also contact Ian directly at his place in Dubois. I don't know off the top of my head your email or anything if people want to connect. Steve Lindauer, he publishes his phone number, 812-639-1005. He's one of our main, he started the NPLB chapter here in this part of Indiana. And so he's instrumental in making that happen. You can contact me. Again, the Marine Corps League, SILD Marines are heavily involved in this, and we'll get that to Ian and put it to good use.
And Ian, maybe you can talk a little bit about this as well. Again, this is a national effort that you guys try to do here locally, but if anyone knows a disabled veteran that would qualify for this program, whether locally or otherwise, how do you kind of start the process of getting registered for these outdoor events like this?
They can go to the NPLB website and contact myself, and my number is 812-661-1133. I have taken some donations. This event will be our third hunt that we put on, so it's kind of getting out there. We've been talking about it, so there are more people interested in it. And I've had other companies vet me that haven't committed just yet, but they vetted me. We've had conference calls, and they're looking into that and how much they would like to donate, because there is a lot to this. We're talking about travel expenses. I don't charge anything for what I do, and I don't want anything at all. But the food, the travel expenses is really, it gets up there.
Right.
Our in-state licensing, has gone up. So licensing fees are expensive. And then out-of-state hunters, when we bring in an out-of-state hunter, we're looking at $550 for the bundle license, which that's what we want to offer each individual hunter, because obviously with that license, that covers a buck and 2 does, and we want them to be able to take something home to their families, which we package everything at my family's place. We package it, and they're going home with their own meat that they've harvested, packaged, ready to go, ready for the table. So
that is a lot of effort. Again, you talked on the financial impacts of that. So again, if anyone is able to help with the local efforts, I know veterans from here or those who are not from here who come to this location to take part in this multiple day event outside, that I know that they would greatly appreciate it. Guys, is there anything else you want to make sure to mention before you kind of get ready to plan your December event, or continue planning, honestly?
Well, like Ian was saying, go to the website. It's a lot like Honor Flight, for veterans. You may not rate, that per se right now, but you need to get on the list. And there's not just this hunt. You need to go on and see what's offered. You're talking motorsports, skydiving, balloons, water sport, hunting, fishing, hiking, stuff, and not just in the States. It's all around the world. This is a organization that's there to help disabled veterans and volunteers to get involved and do that. So go to the website, No Person Left Behind Outdoors.org, and register, because that's the way you have to start. Just like Honor Flight, again, thanking the Veteran Council here, the local American Legions and the VFWs, and all the veterans and all the the chambers of commerce and the businesses that support this, and it's really grown, and it's impressive, and just really honored to be involved.
I would like to reiterate that, NPLB Outdoors is looking for combat veterans with a rating disability of 35% to sign up for these events. And it's not just the events we throw here in state. This is a national program. I know I got a phone call to go on a hog hunt by the president of or NPLB Outdoors. It just happened to be in May, and I coach high school baseball, so it didn't work out. But he could not find enough hunters to sign up for some of these events. So you could get on there and you can scroll. The events are listed, so they can sign up for.
So varied.
Yeah, they can sign up for anywhere.
Anything. And if you think you can do it outdoors, they're probably hosting an event somewhere in the country. Or, again, a couple years ago, they had a group climb Mount Kilimanjaro in Kenya. And, a couple of these veterans were double amputees. And, they're climbing mountains.
I saw spear fishing, there's all kinds of events out there.
Skydiving, scuba diving, any type of motorsport, hiking, camping, hike the Grand Canyon, rapid river rafting and stuff. It's amazing what they're doing for veterans all over the country.
Right. It sounds like the effort is kind of limitless. We love to hear that. And also, again, we're focusing on the Indiana event that you guys are hosting here in Dubois County. However, really the entirety of what we've been talking about, it's for all veterans, no matter where you're at. You don't have to be in Indiana. Just sign up and see what offerings might be suiting, or what looks best towards you. And hopefully you get signed up. And once again, start the process. That's what a lot of it is just starting the process.
And volunteer. Again, 35%, disabled combat veterans to do these type things. And not just combat veterans, disabled veterans and all. But any veteran or anybody can sign up and be a volunteer and be part of this increasing national effort and local effort. It's just really amazing.
Right. And Ian, maybe one more time before we let you guys go, how best can volunteers seek you guys out in order to maybe sign up or get more information about volunteering locally?
The best two ways I would say is contact myself at 812-661-1133, or you can go straight to the NPLB Outdoors.org website and you can click on Indiana Memorial Hunt, and that is specifically the hunt that I put on for the families of, or in honor of the families, the Leakin family, the Moore family, and the Twisky family. If you go to the Indiana Memorial Hunt, click on that, you can, it could be anything, $20, $200, it doesn't matter. Anything helps,
Most certainly. Well, gentlemen, we again appreciate your time and appreciate your efforts. I hope the December Memorial Hunt turns out just as fantastic as what the rest of them seem. And we wish you the best of luck. And again, the veterans out there hunting, the best of luck out there on their hunting efforts this year.
Thank you so much. We're looking forward to working with everybody.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for listening and watching this In.form here on 101 Country, WBDC, and 18 WJTS. Again, with no person left behind, you can visit them online at NPLBOutdoors.org for more information or to find out how you can donate or volunteer.
This has been In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS. Catch past episodes on our social media pages and our websites. If it matters to you, it matters to us. In.form.